This is INCRadio, DZEM 954, the voice of truth, the official radio station of the Church of Christ, or Iglesianicristo.
You're tuned in to San Diego's The Next Wave.
Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, everyone. Thank you for tuning in to INCRadio. Once again, I'm Taylor Joy from the local congregation of Temecula Valley.
And I'm Lorraine from the local congregation of El Cajon.
And thank you so much for joining us for
The Next Wave.
We are so excited for our show today. We love to explore different hobbies and interests, passions of a lot of people here in San Diego. So we're going to be exploring one of those hobbies on our show today. Lorraine, do you want to give everyone a little preview of what hobby we're going to be exploring?
We'll be talking about painting models kits.
Painting model kits, yes. From plastic to fantastic. We're going to be talking about what model kits are. Maybe you've heard of them, seen them around, and you want to learn how to get started. Be sure to stay tuned so that you can learn all of that good stuff. But before we jump in, as usual, be sure to like this video on YouTube and subscribe to the INCRadio YouTube channel if you have not already done so. And share the link to view the show today with your friends and family so they can also learn a little bit more about this very interesting hobby and maybe get into it themselves as well. And how can people be really involved with our show today, Lorraine?
They can leave us comments using these local shout out comments, or for our local congregations in our district, we have the local shout out challenge, and stay tuned towards the end of the show to hear last weekend's winners.
Yes. We see just a few comments already coming in. Sophia, she says, "Hi, Sister Lorraine and Sister T-Joy. Sis T-Joy, do you want some hot soup? Can you tell that I need some hot soup from my voice?
Yeah.
Is that what you're getting at? Because yes, Pia, I will take it. Thank you."
Erwin Pata says, model kits as a hobby takes so much time, patience, and dedication. Super cool.
Very
agree.
Cool. I'm so excited to jump into it. So let's get started, shall we?
Yes.
All right. Well, to join us for our discussion, since Lorraine and I, do you know anything about model
I
kits?
don't.
Neither do I.
That's why I'm so excited to hear all about it.
Yes. So since we're not qualified, we're going to call in an expert, we'll call him, to talk to us a little bit about his experience with painting model kits, how he got started, and how you can also get started if you're interested. So without further ado, please join us in welcoming our very special in-studio guest, Brother Caesar and Dozo.
Yay.
Thank you.
Hello. Welcome, Brother Caesar. How are you?
I'm good. How are you this fine morning?
I am also good. Thank you so much. We're super hyped to have you on our show today. Before we jump into our topic with you, would you mind introducing yourself a little bit to everyone tuning in? You can let them know what local congregation you're from, what offices you hold, and all that good stuff.
Sure. So I'm Brother Caesar Endozo. I'm from the local congregation of Chula Vista. In terms of my offices in the church, I am the local Kadioa president, so overseeing the members that are 18 years old and above, unmarried. And then TSV, I'm a TSV officer, so technical support for video streaming, helping with worship service stuff in terms of technical aspects of the worship service. And then also I'm a local secretary. That's my oldest office, and help with taking attendance and helping with forms and various things. So yeah, those are my three offices.
Love it.
Yeah.
And you were in Temecula before you were in Chula
I
Vista.
was. We were in the
With
same
us.
local.
Yes. You were very active in, especially with secretary, even back then too. So good to have you on the show, being able to catch up a little bit.
Yeah.
So before we jump into our first question with you, Caesar, Lorraine, do you want to kick it off with a question for the live chat?
Yes, for those tuning in with us, we do have our question of the day. Have you ever tried building or painting a model kit before? What kind? And let us know in the chat.
We've already established we haven't before.
No experience here.
Yeah. So let us know if there's any more of you in the live chat who do paint model kits and all that good stuff. And while we give everyone a little bit of time to do that, Caesar, first question for you. So, of course, why don't you, for those who aren't really familiar with model kits, maybe explain a little bit about what they are? And then can you share how you first got into building and eventually painting model kits?
Yeah, sure. So to kind of give a quick rundown of what they are, so they're pretty much, I mean, we all know what action figures are and stuff, right?
Yeah.
But
Brother Jeffrey is a huge fan of those.
oh yes,
That's how we're familiar with action
Yeah.
figures.
so to kind of explain it, so model kits are interesting because you build them first. So they actually come on. I have a little show and tell.
Ooh.
So they take the form of runners or sprues.
So this is what it comes as.
Yeah, this is what they
Interesting.
come as. They actually, you have to actually clip them off of the runner, like I said,
Okay.
and then you end up cleaning up the part, and then according to instructions here,
Okay.
Wow.
you put them together.
That's not English.
No,
That's
it is not English.
Japanese.
It is
Japanese.
Japanese. But they've been better at making them in English as well.
Okay.
But yeah, then you put them together and you display it like an action figure. Yep. And then what
Very
makes
cool.
them unique is that you can paint them as well and make them your own.
I
Mhm.
see. Okay, so it's like an action figure, but you actually have to build it.
Yeah, yeah. So you build it. So it's kind of like and not sponsored, right? We're not
Oh
sponsored.
yeah.
Not, thank you for that reminder. It's not sponsored by any of these, but what were you about to say?
Yeah, they're kind of like Lego, and where you put them together,
Yeah.
right? And then you can display them, or you, unlike Lego, you can kind of paint them and customize them, like I said.
Very cool.
Oh.
And so, how long have you been building model kits?
So I've been building them for many years since I was a kid. So I kind of started off with, I don't know if anyone, these are very niche, but they're called Zoids. They're like animal robots.
Okay.
And to kind of note, everything that you kind of build is like smaller scale. So they're in the fictional world and like the shows or the animes, they are very big. So they're like big mechs that are piloted, right? So yeah, I started building them when I was really young, and then kind of stopped for a little bit. But then after high school, I started getting into building them and even more. So I started building Gundams. So that's kind of like the main popular franchise, and they're like it's like Japanese robots. Yeah.
Right on. Okay, so you've been doing this for a long time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A
Hey,
long
fun
time.
fact. Did you know that Zoids is crossing over with Transformers in 2026?
Wow.
Oh, man.
Next year.
How did I know that?
It's like someone whispered something to my ear.
There's a lot of collaborative things that happen too. That's pretty cool. Yeah, there's different franchises that cross each other.
Cool. Yeah, I remember you were mentioning to us a couple days ago that wasn't there like a Hello Kitty?
Oh
version?
yeah.
Yeah, so
That I want to see.
yeah, there's even like a Hello Kitty Gundam crossover too.
Oh,
And
how
you know,
fun.
they have there's different model kits out there for different demographics, you know, not just for
that's perfect
maybe
for us.
young
Yeah.
girls, but yeah,
We
even
found ours.
women and stuff and
Yeah.
kids. So yeah, there's model kits out there for everyone.
Very neat. Okay, I like it. You know, when you brought out the pieces
Mhm.
and everything, it occurred to me that it would kind of make a cool gift for
Oh
someone.
yeah.
Oh yeah,
for
That's a
sure.
good
what
idea.
makes the hobby interesting is that there's also it's very accessible. Like I said, there's models for kids as well.
Yeah.
Because sometimes you don't even need there's model kits where you don't even need the nippers. You can actually just take them off the
Oh,
runner.
yeah.
Yep, and then build them like that.
Beginner friendly.
Mhm. Beginner friendly,
Yeah,
very
that's
very.
what we need.
Mhm.
I like it. Okay, very cool stuff. Thank you for bringing that stuff in too to show us.
Mhm.
Let's take a sec to read some of the comments.
Yes, from Justin Tell Yoga. He says, "So happy finally to have met Sister Lorraine and Sister Taylor Joy."
He's
Aw,
referring
yeah.
to when we were in Texas recently.
Yeah.
Hi, Justin. From Jeff Fernandez, or AKA the Jeffster. Hi, San Diego. Much love from your New Jersey fam. Aw, thank you for tuning in.
From Sister Kat Burling, love this topic. I just bought my first mini dollhouse kit, which feels like an adjacent art form, and it's the. I put together my first Lego flowers a few weeks ago with my 9-year-old. He helped me. Aww.
Love that.
Easy.
Also from Rosmill, who is joining us in studio today. I built a pink one. So cute, so fun. I would love that.
Terlin says, "Do Sanrio, not sponsored, painting kits count?"
Yeah, see?
Yes.
We all want to get our hands on these Sanrio ones.
Oh.
Tracy, she says, I've never painted kits, just built them. I love the detailed diagrams for instructions.
Mark Buentipo says, "What's up, brother Caesar?" Moreno Valley.
From Jem Villanueva, greetings from the District of Washington State, stopping by to show some support.
Aw.
Thank you for stopping by. Also, shout out to Brother Malcolm, helping in the
Oh, you got a friend.
Shout out. I built model kits when I was younger with my older brother. We loved the action figures and the car model kits since we actually raced the cars we built.
Oh,
Very fun.
Wow. We have a lot of new faces in our chat today.
Yeah. Please
Awesome.
continue to leave your comments, especially leave your answers to this next chat question.
Yes. Second chat question of the day. Would you ever want to learn how to paint a robot model kit? Yes, no, or maybe one day. Let
I
us
know I would.
Yeah, me
I
too.
would want to.
Definitely after the show.
Yeah. And while everyone takes a second to answer that question, Caesar, we also wanted to know from you, what's your process like when you're customizing a kit? Do you usually take some time to plan it out ahead of time, or do you kind of let your creativity flow and just go with the flow as you go?
Go with the flow. As you go with the flow.
Stop that question a long time ago.
That's okay. That's a good question. So first, of course, you build the thing like I showed you. You put it together. And what people might do is some people usually stop at that process. You know, they're all molded in color.
Yeah.
So you're able to just leave it, or if you want to paint, then you can decide to do that. And actually, what you need to do is actually you need to take the thing apart, and you actually need to then. Sometimes I do plan out colors and painting schemes, but usually I try to go off of an already existing scheme because it makes it a bit easier for me.
I see.
But a lot of the times I will want to try and be creative. So sometimes I'll even refer to an app on my computer that will help me plan out colors. Like a kind of like a coloring book type situation. So that's kind of how I plan out. And then from there, then I get started on actually painting. Yeah. So for that, I use an airbrush, another show and tell moment.
Oh,
So,
very cool.
Yeah. So there's spray cans like people are familiar with, but this is an airbrush. And yeah, you can take this thing off. I won't right now, but there's like a needle, and then it helps paint come out kind of in an atomized pattern, kind of like spraying.
Oh, wow.
And so, yeah, that's how I paint model kits. So you mix the paint up with thinner, kind of like how you would paint like watercolors. You thin it with water, right?
Yes.
But I use lacquer thinner, which is a bit more harsh. So that way, it's the paint is a bit more tough, because you don't want it to get scratched, right? So paint the model kit how I want, and I put it on alligator clips on bamboo skewers to make it easier. So you kind of put the parts on there.
Gotcha.
To make it easier.
Wow.
And then that's kind of how it goes. You take the part on the alligator clip, and then you spray it, and then get the color you want. So you prime first using like a primer, like gray, white, or black, or something like that, to help the paint adhere more. And then kind of like shown here, it's primed. So it's in a kind of a neutral state. You can kind of see the imperfections if there are any. And then if there are, you kind of fix that with putty or something like that. And then from there, you can get started on the base coat, and you can make it colorful. Yeah.
Wow.
Really nice.
How long do you take to paint?
It can take a while. For smaller kits, it usually takes me maybe at least 5 hours.
5 hours. Oh,
Yeah,
so one
because-
sitting.
Yeah.
Okay.
If I want to do it in one sitting.
I don't know. I'd be hungry after 5 hours.
That's the thing, right? You know, you want to try and not rush it, because not only do you need to let the paint dry, you also want to kind of take a break, because I'm hunched over in my little spray booth trying to paint. So
For sure.
definitely need a break sometimes.
So you have to build it and then disassemble it if you want to paint it. Have you ever heard of any scenarios where someone just like like paints it before they even build it?
Oh,
or
yeah.
Is that not typical?
No, you can do that. It's
Mhm.
just so sometimes what people do if they want a quick and easy
Mhm.
painting
Mhm.
process is
Mhm.
they'll just take the runner like I showed you,
Yeah.
Mhm.
and then you can just spray it like that. But then
Oh,
you'll
if it's one color.
yeah,
I
but
see.
then or spray multiple colors
Oh,
or have you.
Oh.
But then the problem you'll run into is if you cut it off the runner, it's going to leave a mark of that previous color.
Oh,
Yeah,
that makes
so
sense.
that's kind of why I don't do it. I thought about doing it that way, but
Mhm.
I think you get a better result when you do it that way.
Gotcha.
Yeah, but it is a quick and easy method.
Good to know.
Yeah.
Okay.
This hobby teaches us patience.
Mhm.
Sounds like that's what I'm getting from it.
Yeah.
yeah.
But very cool. And thank you for providing so many photos too
Mhm.
Yeah.
that we saw earlier. That was really helpful to see like the pieces on the alligator clips
Mhm.
and
Mhm.
everything.
Yeah.
Very cool.
All right, let's read some comments.
Yeah.
Yeah. From
Let's.
Justin, he says, "Yes, I love doing anything involving robots, especially painting."
Very cool.
Aw.
From Jennifer Trinidad. Maybe. I think right now I would be too anxious of making a mistake. Me too. That seems that's very precise work that you have to do, Caesar.
Brother Roger says, "Did all the Marvel and DC kits in the 60s Vista. In 1968, we used a brush."
Interesting.
Yeah. That'll
Mhm.
be a little too difficult now. I mean, now that we have the resources such as
Yeah, I actually when I
um,
to
yeah.
kind of get into a little bit, I actually started off with hand brushing,
uh,
hand painting rather,
uh-huh.
model kits. But it was a bit harder because you have to wait for things to be for the paint to dry a lot longer.
Oh, I would
And the
so.
result will take a lot longer because you have to build layers. Yeah.
Oh, that makes sense.
But that's why I like
Layers.
airbrushing, and that's
Mhm.
kind of where it went from there.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
I'm sure that's quite an investment too, huh?
Oh.
But
Yeah.
would you say it's worth it?
Oh yeah, very much worth it. You end up saving a lot more money over time because when
Mhm.
you buy spray paint and stuff like that,
Mhm.
it builds up in terms of price
Oh,
for sure.
for sure.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay, good move. Erwin Prado says the closest thing I've done has been building Legos. Same.
Yeah, me too. Her sister Cora says, "Yes, I want to. Got into anime by my son JM."
Aw,
Aw.
that's sweet. I know we got a lot of anime fans in our
Mhm.
district. From Jen Villanueva, question for Brother Caesar and everyone who has built model kits. What's the toughest part about building a model kit? But what's also the most rewarding part? Ooh, what are your thoughts on that, Caesar? Toughest part and most rewarding part.
Toughest part for sure. Well, for if you want to talk about building and painting at the same time, the
Mhm.
toughest part is having patience.
Ah, see?
Because I mean we talked about it
Mm.
a lot already, but I mean it's like I said, it's a process that you can't really rush or else you're gonna make
Mhm.
mistakes.
Mhm.
And you can make mistakes. Everything's always fixable.
Mhm.
But then when you need to correct it, you might lose motivation. It's really
Ah.
easy to lose motivation in this hobby. But yeah, when you start getting a hang of it and
Mhm.
then doing multiple projects and kind of getting the rhythm going, it's really rewarding and the time spent is worth it for sure.
Aw.
And yeah, kind of getting into that most rewarding part, definitely
Yeah.
seeing the final product
Mhm.
and showing it off, taking pictures of it.
Yeah.
And speaking of which, show and tell, I actually finished this last night.
Ooh,
Ooh,
wow.
fresh off the
Yeah.
press.
Mhm.
Nice.
Yes.
Wait, that's actually really nice. I
Oh,
can't
yeah.
even
I
tell that
yeah,
you.
I was just gonna say.
And for those unfamiliar, so it was actually white before, and I made it black.
Wow.
You can't tell that
Yeah.
it's painted.
It looks like professional factory work. or
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
thank you.
That is
Yeah.
so clean.
I think that's the
Wait, no, leave him up here.
Leave 'em? Okay, sure.
I think that's the good thing
Thank
about
you.
what is it called? Paint
Oh, wow.
airbrushing.
Yeah.
Airbrushing. Yeah.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
can see that the layers are very smooth.
Mhm.
Mhm.
Yeah.
These lines, these really thin lines, just thinking
Can we
about
show?
having
Can we show? Can
to
we
work
can
with
we
that. I don't know how we can. How far can we zoom in on this
Careful.
guy?
Wow.
Oh, there we go.
Wow.
Detail?
And I'm not even done yet. I
Oh.
actually need to add decals, and then top coat it. So it'll
Oh,
look
this
way
isn't
better.
done. This isn't done.
Nope, it's not.
Just the start.
Yeah.
Very cool. Thank you
Yeah,
for sharing
of
this with
course.
us.
Wow.
Is it okay if he like lives on the table for the
Yeah.
rest of the show?
Yeah. I'll take pictures of them later.
Love it. Ah, so
Cute.
cool.
Yeah.
All right. I I love it. I love it. So all of that, all of this stuff that we're learning about model kits. Maybe let's start wrapping up our discussion. Do we have one more question for the live chat?
Yes. Last question of the day. If you were to paint your own robot model kit, which paint scheme would you pick? A, bold and flashy, B, sleek and futuristic, or C, nature inspired, such as greens, blues, or earthy stones, or D, battle damaged.
Battle damaged. What's battle damaged?
Battle damage. So, like I said, these are kind of based off of real, like anime off the shows. And in the shows, they can fight each other or they can engage in battle like that. So, doing a weathered or battle damaged look makes it more realistic. It makes it like it's been in that engagement, right? So,
oh, I see.
Yeah, you can use like here in this picture. Yeah, I've weathered. I've added details on the feet of the kit, so to kind of emulate mud. And I use dry brushing method, which is applying like a silver paint over the black to kind of make it look like the frame of the kit is weathered. So
creative.
yeah, it's very, you can get very detailed with the process and make it look more realistic. I actually like looking at more clean builds like this, but weathering is more fun. You kind of hide more mistakes too.
That's a little trick that we know about now. Very cool. And I like that because it sounds like you can really paint a story, like a backstory for a piece that you're working on with those additional details, like the battle damage that you're talking about.
Exactly. And what people do a lot of the times, and what I need to start getting into, is making dioramas. So you can actually put these in like a setting, like with trees or dirt or mud, or like a road with people on it, or even with cars and stuff like that, to kind of tell a story, like you said. Yeah, it's really cool.
Yeah, I would love to see like a whole set.
Yeah.
That'd be so cool.
Next time you're on, you have a whole set.
That's the next thing.
Yeah, exactly.
Very cool. All right, Brother Caesar. Well, as we start to wrap up our discussion with you, we wanted to ask you, what do you enjoy most about painting model kits? I know we touched up a little bit about that earlier, but specifically, have you learned anything new from this hobby? Like any maybe skills that you can apply to other parts of your life? Have you noticed an increase in creativity in general within yourself? What has painting model kits and just, participating in this hobby done for you?
Yeah, like I mentioned before, of course, it's taught me patience, and it's taught me to kind of, when I set my eyes on something and a goal, I really need to finish it, kind of get you off your seat so you can do that. That kind of quality leads into my personal life as well, like especially my job teaches me patience in my job, and of course helps me in church by, nurturing that as well. And, it also is a fun hobby to do with other people. I think there was a question that mentioned, is this fun to do with other people? And yeah, sometimes I build by myself, or of course with people, like with my lovely girlfriend Rosmel. I built a couple things with her as well. So yeah, it's fun. It's fun as a group hobby too. And yeah, it's really unique. I don't think there's a lot of people that do this, especially painting it. So it's really fun to kind of express myself. And I think, to answer your question, I think I don't see myself as a very creative person, but this has definitely taught me how to kind of be like that instead of being so logical sometimes.
Yeah,
for sure. No, I would go as far as saying you're an artist.
Yeah.
Oh,
this
thank
makes
you.
An artist. These pictures that we're seeing and this thing before our very own eyes, this is not easy. Like an artist did this for sure.
Yeah, thank you. Appreciate that.
Do you sign them?
Do I sign them?
Is there a sign? Does you sign them in the back?
Like a little microscopic signature, sure.
So neat. I love it. Also, let's read some comments before we wrap up our discussion.
Yeah, Brother Matthew Capistrano says, "Great work, brother. It's nice to know the hobbies and skills of the brethren throughout the district."
Yes, we agree. Also, Erwin says, battle damage. That's his preference.
Brother Ronnie Lee says, "What is the largest kit you have painted?"
It was that Zoid, the red one that had the weathering on it. That's the longest one that I've had to do as well. It
Wow.
took a while, and I actually
Interesting.
entered that into a contest. I didn't win, but
But it's okay.
Yeah, but
Hey,
I did get
still
a, I did get
impressive.
a I did get a model kit out of that for free. So that's
Oh, very cool.
Yeah.
From Brother Jared Paskiewicz, shout out to STC for all the memories. It's been a very blessed 3 years in the district. What do you mean, Brother Jared? What are you telling us? May God continue to bless all of you.
That's the end of our show.
Yes, in case you didn't know, the Paskiewicz will be moving to Los Angeles in a couple of days. So if you see them around, be sure to greet them and tell them how much you appreciate them, and hopefully we'll see them around.
Yeah. Aw.
And one more comment for now from Alex Ariola. Good morning, brethren from Orange County. Thank you for tuning in, Orange County. All right. Caesar, thank you so much for sharing the joy of model kits with us. I think you've sparked a new interest in me and Lorraine.
Yes,
We're going to look
definitely.
into the
Of course.
Sanrio ones.
yes, they're out there.
Before we let you go, do you have any shout outs you'd like to make?
Yeah, I'd like to shout out the local congregation of Chula Vista, especially the Kadiwa, the secretary, and the TSV. And I'd like to shout out my family, and of course, like I mentioned, Sister Rosmel, who's over there.
Aww.
Yes, she is. Love it. Thank you so much, Caesar. Let's give him a round of applause, everyone. Thank you, Caesar. All right, we'll see you around. How fun.
Yeah. So
You
I have a lot of knowledge now.
You
My
know what
model
you're
kits.
getting for your birthday next year,
Yes.
right?
Yes. Legos. Just kidding.
All right. So, as a reminder, we were not sponsored by any of the brands that we mentioned during our discussion, but we know that a lot of you are familiar with what we mentioned. So, if you find them around, send me the links so that I can get in on some of those too. But with that, Lorraine, don't we live in such a beautiful city?
Yeah, and actually, we do have a lot of activities in our district.
You're right.
Because we live in a beautiful city.
You're absolutely right. That's why we're going, it's on the horizon.
Yes.
Take
Okay,
us off,
for our past activities, October 3, Vista Semifinals International. Oh.
Very nice. We see all the pictures here. Also, recently held, we had our Binhi Planning Conference at Vista. This was on October 5th, and here are all the Binhi members during that event.
Okay, coming up October 18th today, Muay Thai Sports Clinic at the Ronin Martial Arts Academy at 1:30 p.m.
Muay Thai, very
Muay Thai.
fun. Also coming up tomorrow, we have our CWS Animal Appreciation Day at the San Diego Zoo. This will be at 3 p.m. Be sure to scan the QR code to pre-register.
Our long-awaited October 24th, Kadiwa Binhi special gathering at 7:30 p.m. Ask your local CFO officers for more details.
We'll see you there. And on October 25th, we have our San Diego County Blood Drive. This will be 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. at Temecula Valley, 11 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. at Chula Vista. And you can scan these QR codes to sign up.
And October 31st, we have our Scan Eye Appreciation Night in Poway, California. Save the date. Scan Eye stands for Society of Communicators and Networkers International.
And, do you hear something, Lorraine?
This jazz it?
Yes, this Jazz it with a breaking live report. Jazz, can you hear us?
Yes, I can hear you. Good morning, good evening, and good afternoon. I'm Jasmine Manakil from the local congregation of Temecula Valley, and today is a beautiful Saturday morning here at the Temecula Duck Pond, where the local congregation of Temecula is currently holding an INC giving activity. We partnered with the city of Temecula in order to maintain and beautify their parks, their recreational parks. Here at the Duck Pond, we have what's called the Memorial Walkway. It's dedicated to the United States veterans. And so there are different pavers that have names dedicated to different veterans that have fought in various world wars. And it's a wonderful way for families here in this community to honor their veterans. So I'll just pan around so I can show you all everybody who's participating. These are all the brethren in the local congregation of Temecula. As you can see, they're on the ground painting the names. And our resident minister, Brother Justin Luktu, is also here with us, who I'd like to give a shout out to. So that's what's happening here in Temecula. Back to all of you there in the studio. Thank you so much.
We love to see it. Thank you so much, Jazz. Shout out to Temecula.
All right.
Very cool.
Yeah.
All right, Lorraine. Are you hyped?
I'm so hyped, Taylor.
Why are we hyped?
We're hyped for the local shout out challenge winners.
In no particular order, here are the top 3 winners from last week's challenge. We have the local congregation of
Alcohol. Woo! Local congregation of North San Diego.
And the local congregation of
Temecula
Temecula
Valley.
Valley.
Woo!
Congratulations to our top 3. I hope to see Chula Vista in the top 3 next week because our special guest today was from Chula Vista.
Yes.
So show us some more love in the comments, Chula Vista. And with that was a very fun show.
Yes, that was.
That is the end of our show today, though. But thank you, everyone, for joining us. We hope you had as much fun as we did, if not more. Before we go, we would like to greet and thank the following individuals who helped make the next wave possible. Brother Eduardo V. Manalo, our Executive Minister, Brother Angelo Aranyo Manalo, our Deputy Executive Minister, Brother Wally Taray, our INCRadio Station Manager.
Brother Matthew Capistrano, our Supervising Minister of SCC, Brother Alex Oñate, our Assistant Supervising Minister of SCC, and Brother Christian Ko, our District Multimedia Advisor. Up next, INCRadio Sacramento.
And stay tuned next week for INCRadio San Diego, or The Next Wave, as we talk about going with the flow, a Pilates perspective, featuring me.
And me. And us.
Yes.
Just kidding.
Thank you once again, everyone. Have a lovely weekend, and we will catch all of you on the next Wave.